Last year, during her visit, I made the video about my mom rushing to the ER, doing some of her checkups, and a scare about her insurance. So, today we will talk about the insurance that we got last time and whether I am going to recommend the insurance or not. Okay, so last year when I brought my mom here in the US, there was a little bit of a scare and I wasn't prepared about it. And for you guys who've been following my channel since I started full-time blogging about my life and my story here in US, you can go back and check last year's video, which is like the blood pressure numbers of my mom that made us to ER. And then, ang nanay ko na tinakbo sa urgent care. And then, there was another one that I said, bankrupt na po ako at saka uwian na yung nanay ko. So, yes, there was a scare when I brought my mom here. So, for those who don't know, I applied my mom a visitor's visa to come to USA just to have a taste what is a USA looks like, you know. So she started as a visitor's visa. She got approved and then she came in last year, January of 2025, coming with my daughter. So sabay po silang dumating dito ng kanyang apo. Now, she came during the winter times. So, yung biometric pressure, yung change of climate, yung change of environment sometimes could trigger sa inyong health, especially the biometric pressure during the winter times. It was already known that my mom's blood pressure is erratic, okay? We already know that since back before. Now, here's the truth, guys. I was stressed about my bills during those times. And to cover everything, since she is on a tourist visa, I bought a policy, a traveler's visa. It is very important if you have an elderly who comes to a different country. It is really, really important to get them a travel's insurance, especially if they have health issues. So with my mom, I trust, she said I brought 3 months worth of my medication. So I thought I can just like easily replenish that medication because she has the doctor's prescription that she brought with her, a doctor's note from the Philippines that she brought with her. But that's not the case, guys. What you have in the Philippines will stay in the Philippines. You cannot bring it over in a different country. You have to restart, find another doctor, and get another prescription to whatever you are originally from your previous doctor. So, yung mga medications na mga matatanda natin, yung mga maintenance nila, we have to make sure that if they come to US, there is a smooth transition. That's where I am going. So during those times, guys, oh my goodness, her blood pressure will go up in the middle of the night. She will panic. She has the anxiety and everything. And knowing me that I know that she doesn't have the insurance. And I know very sure that if you are going to go to the hospital here in the United States, it will cost you a fortune. So what I did that time, I bought her a traveler's or a visitor's policy online. So this video will determine whether I recommend that insurance company to your loved ones who wants to come to the US, or whether I am not recommending it at all. Okay, it took me this far and this year before I find out everything dahil sa marami ng bills na dumadating sa ating mailbox. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that cost me a fortune. So your providers, whoever the providers are, your insurance that where you purchase, walang dumating na mail until lately, okay? So wala lang sa akin, wala lang. But I know for sure when I go into the app, I was paying it before and I thought it was automatic payment. So sometimes I will schedule payment to how much I wanted to pay. Sometimes it's like $1,000 and I don't have $1,000, so I will promise to pay. I will pay this month and then I'll promise to pay next. It's kind of like that. I schedule a payment. Now, where did I get? Ito yung tanong nyo ngayon. Bottom line, where did I find her visitors coverage. I went online. I was searching everywhere what would be the best insurance for people who come to US, yung mga tourist lang, and will cover with the existing condition of my mom. So you have to be mindful. If the person has an existing condition, you have to be how can I say, you have to be honest to the insurance company as well that they have a condition. So there were multiple choices, but due to her condition and her existing medication, I cannot just like go buy whatever I want to buy. So I have to go to something that would cover someone that has an existing condition already. And that is the IMG. I went to visitors coverage. Okay. Go to visitorscoverage.com. And what insurance policy did I go to with the prior existing, with the existing, with the existing condition? Okay, I choose Choice America. So before I bought Choice America, I called the customer service. Hey, what is the coverage? What do you guys can recommend about my mom? She has an existing. How does the insurance works? So just for me to be transparent and not to spend thousands of money later on and buying like couple of hundred of worth of insurance, and then it turns out hindi pala pwede siya gamitin. So I was double checking, check, double check, whatever check that I was doing last time. So I went to Choice America and I was very honest. I said, hey, my mom is already in the US, but she'll be here for a long time, maybe 6 months. What coverage do you guys can give to my mom? She has an existing, this is her age, and just to make sure that she is covered when she is with me during this time. So the Choice America has the option, a plan that you can buy for a couple of months and it is renewable. So I bought her a policy starting March, April, May. So 3 months worth of insurance. At the back of my mind, I already know that my mom is leaving by July or June. So I bought a 3 months worth of policy. I bought March, April, and May. Okay, so you can renew another 3 months. You can repurchase another 3 months if you wanted to extend the policy. But for me, it was fine. Okay, so my mom's medication that she has on hand is worth for 3 months, which is January, February, and March. So by March, I had to be prepared to have the coverage for her to replenish and to get a new prescription for her. But mind you guys, prior that happened, January, February, her blood pressure was erratic and it was a scare. So by February, I made up my mind. I said, you know what? I have to buy her a policy that would work in case I have to run to ER and in case I have to bring her to emergency room. So what I did, I went to Choice America. I went to search online, visitors coverage, and then I picked Choice America. When I picked Choice America, I paid that about 300 plus for 3 months, and I keep it open that maybe I am going to renew it the next 3 months. So I leave it open. I put like a reminder to myself that before her policy expire, I have that already a day or two prior the expiration. If something happen, if her condition get worse, I have to renew it. And when I have her policy on hand, I was ready. Okay, I was ready. I have it printed. I have it all in front of me. The night prior, her blood pressure was really, really bad. And it's something like 200 plus, over 100 plus, or 200, and she was shaking. And I don't know what to do. And I said, you know what? Let's go tomorrow to the emergency room. Prior that taking her to the emergency room, I double checked Choice America. I said, is her policy active? And they said yes. And I said, hey, what's the location near me that I could bring my mom because this is the situation? So they give me places to go. First, it was really really stressful time because I don't want to just go walk in a certain place where she's not covered, or it's not in network. So I we were driving 2 3 places, and these places doesn't recognize Choice America. And my mom was sitting in the car, like, having those moments where she's like, I'm so dizzy, I'm about to vomit. So when your blood pressure is going to the roof, probably you are dizzy, you're about to vomit or whatever. But she was really bad in the back. I went to Bolingbrook, I went to Naperville, I drive places until I said, you know what, let's go near our house, which is the Dooley. So I walk into Dooley and I said, I have this. She has a visitor's visa, and this is her information. This is her passport. They took her in like easy. So we went to ER. Why did I bring her to ER and not for a checkup? When I called the Choice America, which is her policy holder, they said the only way that we can cover her her visits is when you bring her to the emergency room. So it has to be considered like emergency. It's not just intentional that you walk in a doctor's office and schedule yourself for a checkup. They will deny all of that. So we went to ER, and we have a reason to go to the ER. So you have to have a disclaimer. You need to have a reason to go to the emergency room for you to be taken seriously by your policy. Kasi yun ang sabi sa akin. Although they know that I already, I was transparent and I was honest. I said, hey, this is the situation. I don't want to walk in where, I have to pay thousands of money where I have this coverage with you guys. And she said, bring her to the ER. These are the places you have to go. So now we are in Julie. She was there for 45 minutes. She complained about her blood pressure, everything, etc., etc. And of course, how much was the charge for that day? She got taken, and it was 45 minutes, and it cost us $359 for 45 minutes sitting in the ER. Did we sit in the ER? No, we didn't. So because of what she was feeling and what numbers that we were giving to them, she needed an ECG, and she needed a basic metabolic panel calcium, whatever that heck is. They draw blood to her. Okay, so ECG cost her $72, and then the basic metabolic panel calcium total whatever is $44. Total, the ER visit cost her $475. Now, I paid because her policy has a copay of $50. So I swiped my card for the $50. Now, here's where I think I got scammed. Okay, so out of $475, my out of pocket supposedly was only $24.83, but I paid $50. It's okay, I can donate the $20-ish left, right? So the insurance got billed, and the insurance covered $450 and 17 cents. That was the first visit we have. Okay, if you can read that. Okay, and that was during, when did she went out there? That was March 12th. I purchased her policy March 8th, and she is covered March 9th. All right, so move on, okay? Now, she got all of those checks. She got the blood pressure, etc., etc. But that was in the ER. So now the ER said, do you have your primary? And I said, no, I don't. And I said, do you have an in-house that you can refer me? So she got referred to the in-house, which another primary doctor that, could take care of her, because now those the metabolic blood, whatever that they draw on her, and whatever records and results was in has to be read by a primary doctor. They're gonna transfer it to someone else. They're not gonna tell her what to do right there in the ER. So another doctor has to be seen. So they refer me to another doctor, and that was scheduled right away. So we were scheduled to see a doctor, and the doctor was very accommodating, and she was like really really nice and sweet. She was like very young. Now what happened after that, we went on March 12th, the day after. So March 11 was she was on I'm sorry, March 11 she was on the ER. March 12 we went to see the primary doctor to see her in person. Okay. Now that first visit cost us, no, the second visit cost us $359. Of course, I have to pay another $50 just to see the doctor, okay? Just be careful while I'm telling you all the numbers right here, because I don't know if everything aligns, okay? The insurance cover 217 and 2 cents. So what happened? My outstanding out of pocket and my own responsibility is whatever the difference between the $359, which is 141 and 98 cents. Okay, I'm making it as fast as I can. I want to get slow, but because I have to tell you a lot of stuff here, so that's why I'm giving you all of these breakdowns. Okay, March 12th. Now the doctor, because after the talk and everything, the doctor cannot find any reason at all why she is experiencing what she was experiencing. The erratic blood pressure, her shaking when she feel that her blood pressure spikes up, she feel cold, she said that she cannot breathe, her chest is like, is kind of like painful, or she has like feeling that her chest is so heavy, all of that. So now the doctor said, I want to request a 2D echo. I want to see your heart pattern. I want to see everything before I'm going to say, my conclusion, or before I can prescribe you to anything. Now, during that visit, she asked, what do you need? So there I got my chance of asking her refill for her prescription. So she gave us the prescription, that's, went to Walgreens and everything. Her prescription those times cost me $124 for a month, because her insurance doesn't cover the medication. Okay. Now, so that was $359 and the insurance covered $270. Obviously, I have to pay $141, which I paid $50. So obviously, I still owe about $91.98. Okay, that was March 12th, right? So that was probably the first money that I supposed to owe for everything. Now we went to the echo. So this is where the big money was coming in. So the 2D echo was scheduled March 22, which is 10 days after we visited the primary doctor, which is on March 12th. Now, the 2D echo quoted me 2,000 plus at that time. And they said, with your insurance, the insurance will cover $940 and you have to pay out of pocket on the rest. So the insurance told me they only have a cap, like a max coverage. They cannot cover the entire procedure, but they can cover a certain percentage of whatever procedure you're gonna do. Let's say you have an operation, they will only cover a certain amount, maximum amount, on top of whatever you're paying. So the 2,000 plus that she got billed during those times, I remember paying out of my pocket. I remember I got billed 200 something ish. So they said, oh, the insurance will cover 940, but this is the procedure cost you 2,000 ish. And I'm like, haha, that's a lot of money, right? But I have to do it for my mom's health and for her satisfaction and for the doctor's conclusion and whatever, she can find. Now, here we go. We already go deep into her health. So we went in, I got billed $940 plus a doctor's fee of $229. The insurance covered the 940 were squared on that one to the echo. Where I got billed was the doctor's fee and the outpatient. So there's double. So there's like minus the office. After that, we went to see the doctor on April 2nd. So April 2nd, we visited the doctor and she saw the 2D echo results, right? The 2D echo result was normal. Okay, normal. Nothing was seen abnormal. It was fine. There's no reason why she felt the chest pain. Why did she feel that she can't breathe? Why is it like she felt heavy on her chest? Nothing was seen on the to the echo. And in the Philippines, they said she has something. While here, they said she has nothing. That we're like, okay, now I'm calm. Now I know what I am looking at, right? So on April 2nd, we went to see the doctor again. The doctor cost us $229. Of course, we went in. She's already in the records and everything. I did not swipe my card that day for some reason, but I got billed $229. Now, during all these times, from March up to May, I believe so. From March up to May, I keep paying on the app. So there were payments that was submitted. These bills did not arrive to me on time. These bills arrived to me later. So I honestly don't understand why I did not get the bill right away. Usually you will get the bill right away. As a guarantor, it should come into me and mail it to me. But I did not get those bills. I did not know anything about this until later when I get a collection. I'm like, oh, collection? Why would I get a collection? I remember I said, oh yes, I remember now. I guarantor my mom to go to the hospital. This is my mom's bill. So I paid because I was like paying it on the background. Initially I was paying the first urgent care. I paid $50, then another $50, and then the $229 on the to the echo outside of the 940. So I was paying all of those. I thought I was done, right? I thought, oh yeah, insurance take care of it. No, no. So what happened? All in all, I paid $475 to Dolly. Okay, I paid $475. Now, what I did not know is there was bills and there were some stuff that came back, and I am responsible, So, according to the insurance, they only have 180 days to claim the benefits, to file the claim. What I mean, to file the claim from the day that she was seen, and she has 180 days to get it filed to the policy holder, to the company that I bought the insurance, to the insurance company. What I mean, to the insurance company. So let's say April, May, June. Okay, that's like 3 months. Now, when I called the insurance today, they said they did submitted the claim, but it didn't went through. It didn't went through, and I probably, for some reason, the coding, like the billing coding that you do, sometimes it's not accepted by your insurance company. So they resubmitted it again with the proper documentation, and it got recalculated by July 2nd of 2025. Now, I am getting bill October, July, August, September, October, that 3 months later. 3 months later, I still get a bill of, where was it? I have to go to my billing. Okay. Documents. I still get a bill here. October 2026. It says I am past due. According to the insurance company, this was squared off. All of this has been paid off July 2025. But then I was getting a $1,169 October 26th of 2026. And I'm like, I did not know about this until I made an account in Duly app, in Duly website. So the bill prior this was also big. I'll show you. So by September 4, okay, you see that September 4, I got billed 1,200. This is a different procedure. I got billed 1,000. How much is that? 234. Okay. Here's where I got like 5 bills total. 5 bills with different numbers and different claims. This is like, I don't have that money right now. So what I did today, this is what I discovered today. All of this communication is delayed. I have to assume that these are delayed. But, you know, I get a mail last few months ago that I owe money to Julie. And I'm like, according to my insurance, it is already paid. So here's what happened after that. I overpaid Julie. So meaning all of those, my responsibility, 229, the $91 or whatever, how much did they ask me to pay them back after the insurance paid, because I was paying money on the side as well on the app and on the bills that they were sending me. I paid 475. I overpaid them, and what happened? They reimbursed me with $79. When I did it in an auto pay, I used my credit card. So I did not know what's going on in the background of my credit card. I was just paying my credit card, and then they refunded my credit card with $79 and some cents. So it's already squared off. Now the bottom line, do I recommend the visitors insurance? Yes. Do I recommend Choice America? Yes. There is a little bit of the delay. I think lesson learned. You have to be on top, and you have to like follow up your insurance so you know the background, and so you don't panic, and trust the process. I did not know. I was panicking last time. Oh gosh, I need this money to pay her bills. She's going to this process. I have to pay X amount of money, blah, 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 blah. No, you have to trust the process, and you have to be on top of it. I don't go to doctor's hospital all the time, so I don't really file a claim. I don't do physical whatever. I don't have a primary doctor, so I am not used of doing this. For more than 10 years I am here in US, I am not doing this. So please excuse me, I don't know the process. So, Choice America, if you have a family member who are visiting US, I recommend Choice America. They're very good. They're really, really good in their insurance coverage. All of those like drama and panic and scare and fear or whatever I have last year, I can breathe now. You know, I thought I'm still owing 1,000 plus today. I really thought I am still owing that money. But it turns out that they really reimbursed me with $79. I went to my credit card. I was like, oh yeah, they did. So guys, yes, I advise you to do this to your family members, even though probably they're not coming to US, but because you know the insurance claims and the insurance procedures, and we're used to that in US. Like, I don't know how it works outside the country. I don't know how it used. Let's say your family member are going to UK. I don't know how the claim process in UK, because you have to click which country they are going. And yes, I advise you to go to visitors coverage and choice America. That's the insurance company that you guys has to go, because now I learned that they are trustworthy, and now that I learned that really really good company. I I salute. Of course, there's always like an out of pocket whatever deductible that you have to take care. I think it is normal. There's no insurance probably that you have to pay zero unless you have very good coverage, right? But for the visitors insurance and for to take care of my mom at that time, I am thankful that I did it and I pushed the button of buying. I doubt myself in the beginning that she cannot be covered at all, but it turns out that they are a really good company. So Choice America, I really, this is not a sponsor. This is not a sponsor. This is my own experience with them. So I recommend them. They're really good, they're trustworthy, and you can rely to them. But make sure you go to the back end, go to the back end of your file and on your own data, so you can follow up what's done. You have to create an account online, kind of like that. So you guys are you can see what's going on with any claims or anything that goes bad at all. So that's all, guys. Have a good day. Please remember, check those videos I have with my mom, because those are the real scare that I have. I thought I'm going bankrupt with my mom those times. So yes, there are few videos that I shoot my mom about her going to the ER, and then some of the follow-ups, we do have that video as well. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Enjoy your Memorial Weekend. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Yeah? Angel went to work? She goes to work. Lovey-dovey. Oh, Angel goes to work. Lovey-dovey. So, drop off namin si Angel and she's crying. She wants to go with. No, lovey-dovey. Angel needs to go to work, lovey-dovey. Okay, let's go home. It's so funny. Tommy is in a diet plan. Kasi nagpa-check up siya. Sabi ng kanyang doktor, you need to diet. So, ngayon, tinutulungan ko siya mag-diet. Now, pagka nagluluto ako, disama na ako doon. Ang nangyari, guys, yung diet meal niya ay nagiging diet meal ko rin. So, ang nakakatawa ngayon ay I am losing weight together with him. Sabi ko sa kanya, no Tommy, hindi pa pwede ako mag-diet kasama mo kasi nag-lose weight ako. Hindi pwede ako mag-lose weight. Ang liit-liit ko na. Kako, I need mass, body mass, yung muscle. Sabi ko sa kanya, yun ang gusto ko, body mass. Sabi niya, kailangan mo ng dumbbells. Hindi pa naman ako excited mag-gym. Pero we are pushing through on a diet plan. So, medyo tawag nito, medyo challenging siya in few days kasi you are craving for carbs, you're craving for rice, you're craving for potatoes, you're craving for sweet. So, kailangan wala kaming carbs, wala kaming sweet. Nakakatamlay sa katawan. Para kang mahimatay. So, Tommy is on his second week. He lost about 12 pounds now. Ako naman, every day I weigh myself, I lose 1 pound. Sabi ko, Tommy, no, I cannot lose 1 pound. All I needed is to flatten my belly. Hindi yung maglulose ako ng weight kasi ang liit ko na. So, yun, sabi niya, kailangan mo mag-push up every day. Tamad ako, guys. Tamad ako mag-gym. I have no patience going to the gym. Yeah. So, yan. Tommy lost 12 pounds in 2 weeks. and he will continue pushing it through. Sabi ko, pag uwi sa Pilipinas, lalamon ulit tayo. So, sabi ko baka mamaya lalaki ulit. Sabi niya, well, if I can discipline myself until we go back to the Philippines, he will try to maintain it that way. Sabi ko, then yung meal choices sa Philippines ay iba. So, mahirap din. Pagka lumalabas tayo, matitempt ka rin kumain sa labas. Sabi ko, but sabi niya, no, I will stay in the farm. Sabi ko, abay, sige. Sabi niya, I'll stay in the farm. I will cook whatever vegetable Lula has in the farm. Natawa ako sa kanya. Sabi ko, sige, magiging baboy tayo sa farm. Ipagluto kita ng puro gulay. Alam mo yon? Sabi ko, baboy lang kumakain noon. Ay, natawa siya. Sabi niya, as long as it's edible. Sabi niya ganon. So, yeah. So, ang diet ko is no rice, no carb. But last night, kasi muntik na para akong mahimatay, para kang nananamlay ka. So last night, me and Zoe was cooking something. So we wanted like pancit canton. And then, so we cooked pancit canton. And there was a leftover. Yung ginawa ko yung ground meat, nilagyan ko ng quinoa. Yun, nilagyan ko ng ganon. So minix ko siya para na pagkainin mo yung puro ground meat, meron ka pa ring quinoa, yung ganon. So kinain ko yun, but hinalo ko sa rice pa rin kasi gusto ko na believe me or not, makakain ako ng makaskip ako ng without rice for 2 days. Pag 2 days and more, para na akong mahimatay. So kagabi kumain kami ni Zoe. So naka-cheat ako kagabi ng pagkain. Then we have this app called Calo. Mayroon siyang subscription pero $19 a year, ganon. So you take a picture of what you're eating para na ma-calculate yung calories mo. But my goal is body mass, not to lose weight, ganon. So mahirap kasi yung app ay nagsasabi din sa akin na kailangan kong bawasan yung carbs. Sabi ko, patay tayo. So ayan guys, you know, this will be fun in the next few weeks or months. Hopefully we can survive. Walang rice, walang carbs, walang french fries, walang burger bun, walang hotdog bun, wala lahat, no frozen foods, etc. etc. Yan, so ito na yung sign na talagang sinasabi na ng tumatanda ka talaga. Kaya pagka yung doktor magsabi sa iyo ng tumatanda ka, but you know what, did you notice, doctors are kind of like in a synchronized prescriptions, believe me or not. Bibigyan ka ng vitamin D, then the other person is given vitamin D. Is it because your age needs extra vitamins, or it's because the doctors are promoting some vitamins every season? I'm not sure if you noticed that. Ask your friends. When they go to the doctor, you will be given the same sets of medication. I don't know if it is coincidence or seasonal, but if you're given vitamin D, or given like omega 6, like yung mga supplements, you ask your other friends, they're given the same. I noticed that. So we're given vitamin D. So is that something like coincidence lang, magkaiba yung doktor but both of us are given vitamin D? Anyway guys, I'm here in CVS. I have to pick up Zoe's prescription kasi pina-check up ko si Zoe dahil sa mayroon siyang very very bad cold. Yung parang yung ubo niya ay talagang yung parang kinakalkal yung talagang lungs niya at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, hindi siya makatulog. Then pinadoktor at yun ay cold, akala ko COVID na. So yan, niresitahan siya, so I have to go and pick it up. And ayaw pa naman ni Zoe ng liquid, so ang niresita sa kanya is tablet, and she will have a nasal spray para walang snot. Walang sipon. Oh. Ayan, medyo malamig ngayong araw na to. Medyo breezy. So, 65 naman pala eh. Bakit parang malamig? Siguro bahay lang naman ang malamig. Pero parang siya malamig. But yes guys, thank you so much. I will see you in our camper. Oh, sarado yung pharmacy. Patay tayo. Anong oras pa sila bubukas? Ay, they're on a break. Okay. Tingnan natin anong oras magbubukas.
A few moments later.
Bukas na sila, guys. Okay, they're open.